Hello there and welcome to my channel. My name is NonGone and I've never been really good at anything. I finally one day said enough is enough, and using the power of the internet and a little help from my friends, I decided to learn how to do stuff. And you can too. Okay, so in today's episode we're going to be playing on a slip and slide. Now to be fair, this isn't really a have to learn how to do things. It's more of a fun thing to do. So I had a birthday recently, and we have 3 birthdays all in a row in our family. Myself and my sister and my nephew who's 11. And we usually do like one big celebration at the end of the summer for all 3 of us. There's, I don't know, about 15 people there ranging in age from 2 to 88. And I don't know, I thought it'd be interesting this year to get something different. I was angling for a bouncy castle. I mean, what growing boy doesn't want a bouncy castle at their birthday, right? So I asked my niece, who is 15, and she very politely told me that bouncy castles are lame and I should get a slip and slide instead. So I did. Now, this isn't your typical banana-looking thing where you slam on the ground and eat grass at the end. This thing's a professional inflatable water slide you rent from an inflatable company. It's like 30 feet long. You can jump on it without smacking on the ground. It's cushioned. It turned out to be super fun. I think if you can do it, you should do it sometime. Definitely worth the effort. A couple of tips for you, though, if you're going to do it. Now, in my town, I was able to rent this one here for $199 for the day. I've looked in a few other cities. Buffalo's got this rainbow one for $2 something. Denver's got the same thing for like $225. That includes delivery. Ours, it's an add-on for $65, but it didn't matter because we were outside their delivery area, so we had to set it up ourselves. So if you're going to pick this up and drop it back off, do not show up in a car. That's the most important thing. You're at the very least going to need an SUV. It's probably about this big around, maybe 3 feet, about 4 feet tall, and it weighs a couple 100 pounds. So you can get it in the back of an SUV, but I suggest you take a pickup truck because it is going to be wet when you go to take it back, and you don't want to get it all over the carpet. Other than that, it's really easy to set up. You just roll it out, pound a couple of stakes in the ground, hook it up to the water, hook the blower up to the electric, and turn it on, and you are good to go. So the next thing you want to think about is where you're going to put it in the backyard. Now, there's a great big danger of wrecking your grass with this. There's no pool at the end. The water doesn't recirculate, so it's basically just like running the hose in the backyard. It all tends to come out the end where everybody's standing up as well, so you got all those footprints going, adding to the problem in the mud. One suggestion that the rental company gave us was to put down like a tarp or an old rug or something there to at least mitigate that foot traffic. They also suggested moving it from time to time, every couple of hours. Our solution was just to turn it off when it got too wet and just let it dry out a little bit. We were actually really worried about it, but with turning it off every couple hours, we used it for pretty much the whole day, and the grass is back to normal by now. So anyway, a few other quick things to think about with location. You can set it up so that you're running on cement to get started. That'll allow you to run faster. It'll also keep that area dry. If you want to use dish soap to make it slipperier, more slip, whatever. They suggested, we had some at first. We didn't think we went that much faster, so we quit using it. You're also going to need enough water hose and extension cords to connect the slide to water and electrical. So I think that's it. We thought it was going to be hard to set up. We had the whole thing going in like 5 minutes. It was totally worth it as well. We ran on that thing for like 9 hours straight. I was so sore. I couldn't move for like 3 days. The older folks had a blast watching everybody. We even had a 67-year-old, my mom, take a few trips down the slide without incident. The little ones used it when we weren't running, just kind of splashing in the water like a pool. Honestly, it's the most fun I've seen my nieces and nephew have in a while. For a couple $100, it was 100% worth it. I got to take the first slide, of course, and I actually have that on film. You want to see it? Okay, here we go.
Yeah, boy! NonGone learns to do stuff.
So there you have it, inflatable slip and slide. Who knew? If you're looking for something out of the ordinary for your next party, give it a shot. In the meantime, stay bad, people. NonGone is gone.